So it's been a while since I made a video about this creator. It's been almost a year since I did, or around about a year ago. It was after the Streamer Awards, when the whole after party of the Streamer Awards was shut down because of this one person. And I am here to talk about this person again, which is JustaMinx. If you've seen by the thumbnail and by the title of this video, I'm here to talk about JustaMinx again because there's been a clip that has been going around on Twitter like in the last day, and it is an extremely concerning clip. Now, we're just going to go on a bit of backstory before I actually show the clip. JustaMinx was, at one point, she was an extremely popular live streamer, and she seemed to be in like the upper echelon of live, like she was going in that direction. Like in 2021, she really fucking blew up. Like at one point, like I said, in 2021 was her peak. She was averaging almost 6,500 viewers, and her max viewership was 17,000. Her hours streamed 121, and she was gaining almost 200,000 followers in 1 month. That's a good amount of climb. And it seemed at that point that she was only going to go up. She had really good friends with like a lot of big streamers. She was really close with Cutie Cinderella. And she was also really close with a lot of people from OTK. One being like Jay Schlatt, who was in OTK at one point. But also she was like friends with, you know, she would appear in like S-Fan stream. She was friends with like Millennia as well. But it seems to have gone fucking downhill for her. It seems at some point Minx started to gain an alcohol addiction. And right now, with this clip going around, there's no real context to this clip. No one really knows. And I seriously doubt that Minx will speak up about this because she doesn't really speak up too much about clips that go around like this. And to be honest, there's been a lot of clips that have been similar. And I'll show some throughout the video. But I'll show this first one here. This is of her in a recent stream where it doesn't even just seem like she's drunk. It actually seems like she's actually going to overdose. Like, that's how bad it seems. So as you can see, like that clip is pretty fucking worrying. Like, especially with Too Mad just passing away, who I made a video about, and I wasn't a massive fan about him, especially because, like, you know, things came out about him. But at the same time, you know, similar to him, because he did overdose, like, I think it was on stream while he was playing, like, Overwatch, and he had apparently a really bad drug problem. Same with JustaMinx. She has been known for a long time now. Like, her career, like I showed that first statistic, and I showed the board, and you could even see it at first, of the fucking decline that she has had in her streaming career, where it was just seemed like her career was going to go into the stratosphere and she was going to be a prominent streamer. She did a lot of just chatting, or sometimes she would just, like, you know, do random games. And to be honest, in the early days of JustaMinx, I enjoyed watching her clips. I thought like her and Jay Schlatt together were fucking hilarious. Them two were funny. She would be on Name Your Price on the Austin show as well, and her appearances on there were extremely hilarious. But in around sometime in 2022, she started to gain this alcohol addiction. And there would be multiple times, and I say multiple times, I mean it felt like almost every stream at some point, she was coming on absolutely shit-faced, drunk out of her mind. And because, like, she just started to make a mess, and it's not like it was just like, you know, she was doing drunk streams here and there. No, it seemed like she had she was an alcoholic, a full-blown alcoholic, and it doesn't seem like she's improved at some point whatsoever. And as you can see by this graph here, the graph of, like, you know, on Twitch tracker, that her average viewership has gone down, max viewership has gone down. Her hours streamed have, like, fluctuated a little bit. They have gone down slightly, but they still remain around the same. But she's also lost a lot of followers. She has not gained followers in like over a year. I think in the last 2 years, there's only been 1 month where she had a positive gain of followers in a month. That's insane. And when people have issues like this, at first, I have sympathy for people. At first, when people have actual addictions, I do feel sympathetic for people, but there's an extent. There is always an extent to how I feel about people when it comes to their addiction. Cutie Cinderella, who was a really good friend of hers and who's the person who runs the Streamer Awards, said that in sometime in 2022, she noticed that JustaMinx and them two were like apparently extremely close. I haven't seen too many clips of them two together, but apparently Cutie and JustaMinx used to be on each other's streams all the time, and apparently they were really, really good friends. And on the Fear and podcast, after the Streamer Awards happened last year, which if you don't know what happened during the Streamer Awards after party, I made a video about it. That was my video, the only video that I made about JustaMinx, where she basically ruined, and I'm not putting that lightly, she ruined the after party by getting absolutely shit-faced. And because the after party was in a residential area, they were essentially like hiring an Airbnb. I don't know the exact details of it, but that's basically what they were doing. They were hiring out like a house in a residential area. And she made so much of a scene during the after party, the cops had to come and shut down the whole entire after party. And Cutie Cinderella told Minx beforehand, you're allowed to come to the Streamer Awards, just don't drink. Don't drink, and if you do, don't get shit-faced. But what does Minx do? Betrays Cutie Cinderella's trust and gets absolutely shit-faced. And like I said, on the Fear and podcast, after the Streamer Awards, where she had Valkyrie on, who was also like the co-host of the Streamer Awards, Cutie Cinderella talked in detail about how in the past, before the Streamer Awards and the year beforehand in 2022, that she had tried on many occasions to try and get JustaMinx help, to try and get her to help herself. I don't know the extent of what it may be, like send her to rehab or get her to do this or help her to stop drinking less. But it seems from what Cutie Cinderella said that Minx doesn't want to help herself. And I'm sorry, like I said, I feel sorry for addicts. I really fucking do. But when you have been given help by many people, or one friend who's giving you help so many goddamn times and is putting their heart and their soul and their effort into you because they want to see you do better, and all you are doing the whole entire time is just shutting them down, I don't feel sorry for you anymore. You can only help someone a certain amount. If they don't want to then help themselves, you can't do anything. I mean, then it's on them, and I don't feel sorry for her. Honestly, at this point, I hope that she gets better. I still do, because I hate to see someone in this kind of situation, and maybe she really does need something bad. It's shit to say, but sometimes some people, they need to get to their lowest point, and it seems that she still hasn't reached her lowest point, and I hope that her lowest point doesn't lead to her passing away, because I'd hate to see that. I'd hate to see someone pass away because of their addictions. Honestly, I fucking hate to see something like that happen. But maybe she needs to get to a low point, which I said, is hopefully not her passing away, but she needs to get to an even lower point for her to wake up and say, I need to fucking change my life around. I need to fucking change my life around. I need to flip my life around completely, because the way I'm living at the moment is just destructive. She's lost her viewers. She's lost her followers. She's pretty much lost her career. And she's lost a whole lot of her friends. Like I said, I don't see any clips of her anymore with people that she used to be in the past. Like I said, I've mentioned in the past, I'm a massive fan of OTK. I've never seen her anywhere near OTK in a very, very long time. I have not seen her anywhere near Cutie Cinderella or any of that group in a very, very long time. I haven't even seen her talk to Schlatt in a long time, who, like I said, the old clips of her and Schlatt were some of the funniest shit. If you go and search up on YouTube now, JustaMinx and Jay Schlatt, their clips together were fucking hilarious. They were so funny, and I loved watching them. But now they just don't exist. The only shit you can find on Minx is her just absolutely shit-faced and ruining her life. She does not seem like she's in a good place as well. And apparently she does struggle from a lot of mental issues. She posted this on her Twitter today of her apparently supposedly breaking her jaw, which it looks pretty bad, to be honest. And at first there was a couple people in the comments who straight away were asking if it was alcohol related, which apparently it wasn't. I mean it's kind of, it's fair enough to ask something like that considering the situations that she has put herself in the past, but apparently she struggles from epilepsy, which is what this was caused by. And man, she just seems to be in the worst fucking situation possible. But like I said, if people have given her help in the past, what more can you do? You can't do anything more. At some point, you just got to put your hands up and say, oh, well, I fucking tried my best. That's what Cutie did. Cutie said that she doesn't associate herself with Minx anymore. Like from last year after the after party streamer awards. That she after that, once that situation happened, Cutie was just like, I don't associate myself with JustaMinx anymore. I can't. Because she just like self-destructs herself. And you can't hang around people like this. Because if you hang around bad people, you know, even though you will try your best to not be that kind of person, your friends reflect on you. It's just how it is. It's just how, if you hang around shit people, you will become a shit person. So if you have shit people in your life and you've tried to help them get better and they don't want to, you just got to get rid of them. And that's what Cutie did. And I don't fucking blame her. But man, I really hope that Minx at some point, like, wakes the fuck up. She really needs to wake up. But it just, at this point, I can't see it. So many bad things have happened to this woman that have been brought on by herself. She is responsible for all these bad things happening to her. No one else but herself. And she still hasn't turned her life around. But let me know what you guys think about this down below. I think it's extremely sad to see someone just fucking self-destruct. And we've kind of seen it just get worse and worse. Like it's quite devastating to see someone go from like a promising streaming career to just absolute like alcoholic and possibly drug addict at this point. I mean, like I said, it looks like she was overdosing in that video and does not look good. But yeah, guys, that's it from me. Peace out.